Hey, how the hell y'all doing? It's Friday, people. We made it through the week. It's the weekend. Today's Friday evening. By the time you see this, y'all know the routine. For those of you regulars, you know. Beer and Bud Friday, baby. Y'all go ahead and spark that bud up. I'll open this beer. And y'all think about me while you're puffing pass. Oh, that beer tastes good. It's hot. It's hot down here. It has been for a while. But it's only up about 98 degrees right now, so we're not 104 like we were the other day. I'm thankful for that much. Anyway, before we get into today's news, I wanted to tell y'all I got a little mail. I got 2 packages when I went to the mailbox yesterday. And the first one is from Linda Ehrlich. She's out in West Hollywood, out in Los Angeles. She's pretty much neighbors with Elia Esperanza, who lives out there also. And she thought I might be low on some Donnie the Dickwad toilet paper. So she sent me a roll of Donnie the Dick toilet paper. It's got his face right there, so when you wipe your butt, it reminds you of where it needs to go. It comes right out of his mouth anyway. He's full of crap. And it smears that Trump shit all over the place. You get Trump crap all over you, all the Republicans. They need tons of this shit to wipe that crap off. Yeah. I also got another package. I thought this one was rather cute. We have some really demented family members out there, and I love them dearly. And this came in a nice little box here. And it's from Linda Gallup out in Arnold, Missouri. And it's a Donnie doll. It's a Donnie doll. And I believe this is the actual summit with Pootie, the official, good beer. The official doll of the summit meeting. Look, there's Donnie. And he's got his mouth open. And he's on his knees there. And it's a good place for me to stick my pen. Because that's the position Donnie was in when he went to go see old Pootie there, boy. He just goes in there with his mouth open like this and his big butt hanging out and says, "How you doing, Pootie?" And I think that's really cool. I'll have a place to put my ink pen. And I have motivation every time. I'm going to have to find a place for this. This is really cool. I thought it was neat. And that's demented. And you can use this to hold screwdrivers, anything to fit a nice hole like that. And Donnie's got a big hole, but not much else. He's got a big mouth too. And so that'll come in very handy. And thank you very much. Oh, Lord. I forget. Hey, get it back up there. Oh, that's from Linda. They're both named Linda. I looked over there and said Linda Ehrlich and Linda Gallup. And that threw me off there for a minute. Wait a minute. It's not Linda. Yeah, it is. That's 2 Lindas. I got 2 packages. So thank you both very much. And we'll find an appropriate place for that one with the pencil up his butt. Donnie's always got something up in his butt, trying to pull it out and throw it around everywhere. So, we all think he's important or some shit. Pulls shit out of his ass all the time. Anyway, he's going to have a lot to pull out of his butt now. Oh, Michael Cohen's been busy. First, we got the tape recording of him and Donnie on the phone talking about cash payoffs to porn stars and Playboy bunnies and all that stuff. The normal stuff that rich people have to do is, according to Giuliani, they have to do that all the time for their clients, pay off hookers and porn stars. It's the typical business of a typical rich man. That's what Giuliani says. Of course, Giuliani, he is a clown out on a stage and today he's out there talking about Cohen's a liar. Cohen's a liar. Are you shitting me, Rudy? It was just a few weeks ago you was talking about how an honorable man Cohen was. And how he wasn't going to flip on Donnie. Remember all that shit, Giuliani? Yeah, well, Rudy's just flipping his brains all over the place because that's Rudy's job, is to just keep spitting shit out. Donnie tells him Donnie shows him how to do it. Just spit shit out of your mouth. It doesn't matter if it's true. But now Rudy's on the blame. Oh, he's a liar. He's a liar. He's been lying for years and years to protect his client. He's been lying for years to protect his client, which, by the way, is a very trustworthy fellow. He got no problem. Are you shitting me, Rudy? The biggest liar in the damn world is Donnie the Dick. That's what he's known for. His tag is just he's an idiot liar. Pulls shit out of his ass all the time. We can't trust a word he says. Oh, but you want us to trust him and not trust Michael Cohen now, because Michael Cohen's done flipped. Not only the tape, now Michael's coming out saying that Donnie was well aware of the June 16th meeting in Trump Towers when Don Jr., Paul Manafort, and Jared Kushner met with Russians to seek dirt on Hillary Clinton, to get trash, to get inside intel, to collude with Russians. And now Donnie at the time, remember back here, oh, I don't know nothing about it. I didn't know anything about it. Why would I? It was an unimportant meeting. Nobody knew about it. Nobody told me about it. I found out it was about adoption or something like that. All the lies that came out of his mouth. And then when he had to put it down on paper, they had to admit to the fact that Donnie the Dick was the one that dictated that letter. Oh, it was nothing about, it's just adoption. We're trying to find homes for poor Russian kids. Are you shitting me? Trying to find you a nice workaround to a lot of sanctions. Trying to get a back channel to Russia so Donnie can report directly to Putin and give his daily barking orders. But now Cohen's coming out and saying that Donnie knew well in advance of that meeting. Well in advance about the meeting and what the meeting was about. I believe they call that collusion. I believe if you know that and you go ahead and proceed with the meeting on the pretense that you're going to get something dirty from a American foe, an enemy of our country, and you'll deal with them, they call that collusion. You asshole! Witch hunt my butt. Ain't nobody in this country hardly except dumbass Republicans who refuse to give up on this shit, who are going to remain loyal until he's in jail. They're turning their back on him because they got to. They have to wise up. Everybody in this country knows. Cohen's facing a big deal up there. He's facing a lot of crimes, serious crimes in a taxi scheme up there, medallions or something like that. I don't. Some business dealing with taxis. Evidently, he broke the law and he's got his ass in a crack. And they're trying to decide why did Michael Cohen come out with this? Is he two trains of thought? They say one is that he's trying to seek a pardon from Donnie, letting Donnie know, hey, look, of all the shit I know, you better give me a pardon pretty quick, or no telling what I might tell. Or he's trying to work a deal with Mueller, who, by the way, was sitting in the airport today when Don Jr. walked in. A little photo op there. I thought it was rather cute. But Cohen needs a deal. He needs a deal either from Donnie or Mueller, because his ass is going to prison if not. So Michael Cohen is starting to spill his beans, and he's getting them a little at a time. Can you imagine? Cohen's been the lawyer for him forever, and now they've subpoenaed Donnie's CFO, the chief financial officer of Trump Enterprises. Are you shitting me? That guy was there when Trump's daddy still had the business. So that's what they're saying, that this guy knows where all the bodies are buried. Everything that Donnie's ever done, financially and legally, that guy knows about. So I didn't write down his name because we're going to hear a lot about him pretty soon. We're going to be talking plenty about him. I just think that puts a big shot right across Donnie's bow. And I can't wait to start hearing the response from Donnie when his CFO folds on his ass. Because you got to think, if he was ever involved in some crimes himself, well, Mueller's going to find out about that. They're going to dig under every rock, push the Russian out of the way, and then find out what else is underneath that rock. They're going to find all sorts of shit. Y'all know it. Anyway, what else is going on? Putin invites Donnie to Moscow. Ain't that some shit? They just can't figure out. They just can't stay away from each other. Either he's coming here or Donnie can go there, but they got to meet. Donnie's got to do his... Donnie's got to get his marching orders from Putin, and they can only do that in private. They're afraid to use a phone, I guess, or any kind of messaging system. Somebody might tell on their ass, so they want to meet together in private rooms so Donnie can get the word right out of Putin's mouth and what Putin wants Donnie to do. But, Facebook removes Alex Jones' video, 4 of them I think it was, took them off the air because it violated community standards. Are you shitting me? Every time that man turns on his camera, he violates community standards because he's a lying sack of shit that makes up so much vile, disgusting crap for the minions out there, for the little cockroaches that like to tune in to Alex Jones and hear all about the conspiracies against Donnie, the deep state, and all that bullshit, the Civil War, and frogs are gay, and all that bullshit that Alex Jones feeds them, that feeds Donald Trump. Those minions are going to be very disappointed because their favorite guy's not on there. I don't know if that's Donnie or is that Alex Jones. It's the same person, if you ask me. The same vile, disgusting crap comes out of each one of their mouth. I got a note here about Florida Congressman Ron DeSantis. He's running for governor down there in Florida. Kick this guy in the ass and show him the road. You don't need this kind of shit out there. He called that, Ocasio-Cortez, that young lady that won. She's a progressive Democrat. You bet your ass she is. And she beat a running Democrat, a solid Democrat to take his seats. The guy wasn't doing his job, so she thinks she can, and I'm all for her ass. Anyway, Ron DeSantis called her this girl or whatever she is. That's what he called her. That's what he called her now. He says he referenced that because Ocasio used to call herself a girl from the Bronx who could kick ass. Yeah. Well, he took offense to that, Well, this girl or whatever she is, and she wrote back to him on Twitter. She typed the words, "I am a Puerto Rican woman." Holy shit, that scared that guy. Holy shit, he sent out letters to all his donors out there. He needs 100,000 donors to fight the liberal mob that's coming after him. All she said was she was a Puerto Rican woman. He turns this little, you talk about gaslighting. This guy attacks her, and then she defends herself with one little, "I am a Puerto Rican woman." That's it. That's all. Oh my God, it's a liberal mob. Please donate your money to me. They're coming to get me. I need all your cash, your spare change. Get it up. I need 100,000 people to give me money to fight the liberal. Are you shitting me? Chicken shit little fart. You get out there like Beto O'Rourke and talk to the people and tell them the truth, huh? Every day, get out there. I love Beto O'Rourke. That man's making a name for himself. You watch it, buddy. You're going to be a president one day. I'm telling you, I love that man. Anyway, what else is going on? I got a story here for you. Besides several other pieces of shit. Steve Cortez, that's the guy that's campaign manager for Donnie's 2020 re-election campaign. He was on TV. He's a Republican. He's a disgusting piece of shit. Every time I see this guy on TV, it just pisses me off. Basically, what he was doing up there when they were talking about the news and how important it is for a free press to be, it's an essential part of a democracy. The free press, that the people have a right to know. Bullshit. That's what Cortez says. Only 99% of real Americans don't believe that shit anyway. They don't listen to the news. Are you shitting me? Real Americans don't need to do that. They tune into Fox News, which is not news. It's just bullshit propaganda. Made up freaking feel-good stories about the Republicans. When bullshit happens to Donnie, they'll switch to a dog and pony show on Fox. They won't go. Sean Hannity's out there interviewing Roseanne Barr, who is swearing up and down it was all a mistake. I'm not a racist. I thought she was a white girl. Lord have mercy. It's pitiful when they lose their money, when they lose that income and that fame. They're all, it's not my fault. It's y'all. Y'all took it wrong. I didn't mean nothing like that. I just need my money and my show back. Kiss off, lady. It's not the first time you screwed up. It's not the first time you did racist comments and really bad humorous bullshit that you called humor. Baking Jew cookies in the oven while wearing a Nazi outfit. Oh, real funny there, Roseanne. No, you're a racist bitch. Get off the damn thing. Nobody wants to hear you anymore. You're gone. You're history. You ain't getting your show back. Quit whining. Stand up for what you said. You said it. Man up to it, lady. Anyway, Americans don't care about the news. That's what Steve says. Don't have to rely on that shit. And anyway, I got one more story here. And it's about Republican Lori Stegman. She's a GOP commissioner up in Multnomah County, Oregon. It's a county commissioner up there. Been a Republican for 40 years, Lori Stegman. Well, she gave up her Republican title and switched it over to Democrat, and she did it, and she said why. Because of Donald Trump's racism and misogyny. That's what she says. She was adopted by American parents when she was 6 months old and brought from Korea. And she knows what it's like to be treated like an immigrant in this country. And she got tired of listening to the bullshit crap coming out of Washington and watching the children get ripped from their families at the border. When asking for asylum, she got tired of the Republican crap, and she dropped out of the Republican Party. So I wanted to give a big shout out to her. She quits the party. She says, I am an immigrant. That's what's wrong with the Republican Party nowadays. They've become a party of cockroaches. Only white people, only, are you willing to carry a rebel flag? We got a Klan meeting on Thursday night. Bob, are you coming? That kind of bullshit has been allowed to flourish in the Republican Party. And the Republicans, some of them are getting tired of that shit, being tied up with that vile, deplorable crap that they keep demonstrating on YouTube every damn time you turn around. There's some Trump idiot thinking he has a right to call other people names and speak American. America. The idiots of our society. But I was proud to see her say that, and because when we started this, it was out of anger and frustration that how could these people be conned up by a lousy, lying piece of shit, obvious liar. He had shady business dealings, won't release his taxes, attacks everything from our POWs to fallen war heroes' parents. And anybody in between, especially if you're black or brown, baby. He don't want you here. He's made that perfectly clear. But her dropping that Republican Party, I'm trying to regrain my thought, because it's serious. Because there are things that we used to come together at. I had lunch today with Sarah Lopez. Sarah's a Blue Dot member out of Edinburgh, Texas. We've known each other for a little while now. We've met up several times. Today she was up in town here in Corpus, and we met for lunch. Sarah has been very big in a program she calls People Helping People. She has had 18-wheelers, and she had one coming. She was on the phone. It's in Dallas right now, an 18-wheeler full of relief equipment, paper towels, diapers, water. And these are all for the people of Weslaco and Mercedes down there in the valley. Because, with all this news that goes on about the kids and everything else, people forget there was a flood down there that flooded people out of their homes. And Sarah has been working diligently, getting materials together, having it shipped. She's been working with a lot of people, everybody from Ohio. What's the name of that place up in Ohio? It's Sharing His Harvest. She works with people from San Antonio, Bernie. And she wants me to give a shout out to Esmer, also known as Bucky, and her two kids, JJ and Cheeto, who have been there every time to unload the trucks, to get the stuff distributed to the people that need it. And this is we were talking about a lot of the donors, because we're talking about big donations. She's going to pick up 25,000 pairs of underwear, kids' underwear, and coming from Houston. And some of these donations are coming from Republicans. And it's just like during the hurricane here and every other natural disaster that we have around this country. And right now with the fires out in California, which are devastating right now. When people need help, Americans come together and they don't ask you if you're a Republican or a Democrat. Who'd you vote for? Before you come up here with your donation or your supplies. Nobody does that. It's Americans pitching in to help Americans. And people pitching in to help people. And Sarah is a big part of that. And I can't be prouder of her for the work that she does. There are several Blue Dots that are always active. Denise Pickering out in Las Vegas. Dennis Gent out in Arizona. These are people that I know that are always involved in social activities to help the poor and the downtrodden and those that need lifting up. And we are so proud to be friends and family members of those people. And Sarah, just if you ever go by and give Sarah a like on her page, she'd appreciate that, I bet. But I just Diane Deere out of Louisiana. Sarah has been getting a lot of support from her for these people down there, and it just warms my heart. We had a great discussion and a great lunch, and I had a great time. Anytime Sarah's in town, she gives me a ring so we can meet up. Any Blue Dot ever get near Corpus, you want to meet up for lunch, I'm always available for that. And I always have a great time being able to sit face to face with y'all. So be involved. With all the bad news there is and all the shit that we have to put up with and the shit that's coming and the fight that we're going to have, we have to remember. We have to convince those Republicans. You made a mistake, baby. Look at it. You can see it every day in the news. When you get tired of being embarrassed about that shit, turn yourself away from it. Come to the Democratic Party or become an independent. Just don't vote that way anymore because it's just getting ate up from everything from NRA Russian spy money to porn stars and everything else. There's no dignity in that. And now he's up there boasting because we got some good financial news today. Oh, it's the greatest since 2014. Let me see, who was president then? Yeah, Obama. He had several records, you idiot. These things do happen. Let's see how long this one stays going, and before I give him any biff, boom, bow, and any success that guy's having, he's still having it right off the coattails of Obama, and that's the truth. Everything Obama started when he was in is still going up. And Donnie's just creating havoc. He's just keeps starting fires and then throwing a bucket on it, going, ooh, looky here, I'm going to give the farmers $12 billion and welfare, and that'll fix the fire I started with China. And now the EU says they're going to step up and they're going to help. And Donnie's telling, look here at the EU. And I saw the numbers that China was buying $12 billion worth of soybeans. The EU buys $1 billion. But hey, it's going to help. Whatever they don't pay, well, Donnie's going to give you a check for it. Just don't call it welfare. It's supporting the American farmer. Yeah, that sounds good. Anyway, shut up. I got Donnie dolls all over the place. I'm just surrounded by Donnie dolls. Like, share, and subscribe. John Bernavaux, Blue Dot in Texas. Let your blue light shine. Get involved. Be an informed voter. That's all you have to do in this country. Be informed. Turn on the news. Read the paper. Find out what's going on. Just don't turn to Fox because there's nothing but bullshit mountain over there. If you know somebody watching Fox, slap them in the face. Tell them to get away from that shit. Anyway, a Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. Our numbers are looking real good. We're about to go over 4,000 subscribers there. So go by there and subscribe to Blue Dot in Texas. We appreciate that. We got big on Facebook. That last live video I did really went good and went a long way. And we've got a big family growing here. And I appreciate that tremendously, especially those going over to our Patreon page and making that donation every month. You know, it helps us a lot to keep this going and making it our prime objective. Talked to Sarah about coming down to the valley. She offered up her place for me to sleep down there if I come down there, because it is a long way to go down there. Anyway, at Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter, out my truck window, anywhere else we can spread the news, just keep doing it. Remember, persistence. We have to be persistent. I have been after this since that man came into office. I'm not going to stop, and I'm not going to shave until we get his ass out, and his beard's getting mighty long. People are going to be ZZ Top linked here pretty soon. We need to get him out, and it starts with taking the House and the Senate in November. So do that. Encourage people to vote. Get out and vote. Get several people to go with you to vote. That's the main drive. Keep this blue wave going. And join the family, too. Go by there. John Bernavaux Speaks, Blue Dot Family. That's our fan page. Go by. It's our family page. Go by there and become a member of the family. Candy and Joe, Kat and Monica are always doing a fine job over there. Terry, I think, joined the crew over there, and they're always trying to stay upbeat on the message and inform our voters and our family members. So go by there and take them a look. In the meantime, y'all take it easy, and we'll see you later. Bye.